What's up guys, my name is Julian, your solar expert, and today I'm talking about one of the many ways that SunRun manipulate the numbers and get you to think that what they're offering you is a better deal than what it really is. And don't get me wrong, I think that going solar even with a lease or PPA is better than not going solar at all, but most people that go solar with SunRun could have gone solar in a different way with buying the system, and it would have saved them way more money. So this is one of the many ways that SunRun will frame their sales pitch in a way to manipulate the figures and get you to not really be truly prepared for what's to come. So the first thing that they do that I commonly see, because I talk to people all day that they just got a pitch from SunRun, right? And then they start researching, and then you find my videos, and then you say, hey, I'll call Julian and see if he can help me out. And by the way, I do actually work in over 30 states. So if you need help going solar, call me. I have local professionals all over the United States. My number is 760-473-5878. Also, all my information is in the description below, so check it out there. But basically, what SunRun does, the first thing that I commonly see them do is they do not talk about what the bill is going to be after they go solar. Most of the time, what I hear from people who have just had an appointment with SunRun is they say, oh yeah, the solar salesperson said that my bill was going to completely be gone. And so first off, that is not really true. In most places throughout the country, every utility has some sort of connection fee. And so like here in California, you're pretty much at least going to pay $16 per month. I know it's not a lot, but it's not nothing either. And it needs to be talked about. And there are potentially, other bills that you're going to have to pay if your system is not sized correctly, which is what I'm going to get into in a second here. So the second thing is that if you undersize the battery, right? And ultimately, if you look at the third bullet point here, they're undersizing the battery to bring your total payment down, because obviously if you do like a 1 battery system versus a 2 battery system, it's going to cost less money, right? So the payment's going to be lower. And so what they do is they will undersize the battery, not talk about what your bill is going to be after you get the system, and then because the battery was undersized, your utility bill could be far more than even just the connection fee, because what happens when your battery is undersized is, let's say in theory, your solar system is going to produce around 40 kilowatt hours a day. This would be pretty average for like let's say a 20 panel system. But let's say with that 20 panel system, which is probably around somewhere to the 8 to 10 kilowatt system size range, they are only going to pair that with one SolarEdge 10 kilowatt hour battery, which is really common. So let's just say in this example, right, it's a 10 kilowatt system with one 10 kilowatt hour battery, and on a normal day, that system is going to produce somewhere in the range of 40 kilowatt hours. Now, that system produces the 40 kilowatt hours in like a 6 or 7 hour time frame in the middle of the day. But obviously, you need the battery to capture the excess power that you're not using in that moment and help you basically utilize that battery through approximately the other, let's just say 16, 17, 18 hours of the day, depending upon the time of year. And so how are you going to use 30 kilowatt hours in like a 6 hour time frame and only need 10 all evening and night? It's not enough to truly get you through the night. You're going to go back to grid power at some point before the sun comes back up the next day, and ultimately you go back onto your solar power. So this is a big problem, because obviously the SunRun sales reps, they want to give you the lowest payment. They want to give you what looks like the best deal possible, right? And so having these conversations and asking them, what is my bill going to be after I go solar? And, why do I only need 1 battery? Do I need a second battery? Even asking like, is this going to provide me backup versus no backup? There's lots of questions that you need to ask. So there's kind of a little bit rule of thumb that you can follow. So down here, the example that I wrote is 7 kilowatts of solar equals 14 kilowatt hours of battery. There's this kind of funny rule where if you multiply the solar's kilowatt size by 2, that just so happens to be approximately the amount of battery storage that you need in order for the system to work properly. Of course, through different times of the year, it's not perfect, but in general, this is about the ratio that you want, about 2 to 1. And so if you see your proposal and it's like a 10 kilowatt system, but you only have one battery, that's not good. It's undersized, and ultimately there's going to be a much bigger bill than what you're thinking is going to come from the utility after you go solar. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful. Please reach out if you would like me to help you go solar, 760-473-5878. All of my information is right below in the description. Check it out. There's also a link. You can fill out a form, which gives me all of your basic information, and then just fast forwards the process. We'll call you back and get you on the calendar ASAP and help you go solar the right way. We'll do a proper education and make sure that you truly understand what you're really buying. That's ultimately our goal. So talk to you soon. Thanks again. Hope you found this helpful.